Welcome, shave fans. It's time for another Blade versus Blade. This will be episode 8, if I remember right. And today I'm going to be trying out an Eddison Stainless and pitting it against a Supermax Platinum. I have not tried either of these blades. This will be my first play with both of them. So we'll see how they do, and we'll see which one is the most comfortable on my face. Since it's October, and the OC in October standing for open comb, I have opted to switch up heads for this Blade versus Blade, and I'm using some 1930s long comb heads. So this should be extra interesting. These heads are a bit more aggressive typically than the Maggard heads that I've been using, so we'll see how they do. For the field of battle, these will be competing over Catie's Bubbles Royal Garden. This is one of the new Catie's Bubbles French Soap Plus. It has the jojoba oil in it that is supposed to give it a better post-shave feel, an even better post-shave feel, I should say. So without further ado, I've already loaded up a brush here, and we'll do a little face lather and see if we can't get it going. Oh, for the brush, I'm using a Hot Off the Lathe. This is a custom made brush from Hot Off the Lathe. You can find him on Etsy. And a very fabulous brush. It's a synthetic, of course, like I like, but it's very dense, holds a ton of water, liquid, and just whips up a lather, no problem. Soft, but so dense that it's got a lot of great backbone. All right. I did use a pre-shave for this shave because it was a little bit of time between when I got to shave and when I got out of the bath. And my pre-shave for today was the Your Best Face Lavender Luxury Shave Cream. And I have to say, I don't typically like lavender, the essential oil scent, but this Your Best Face Lavender, it's a blend of 3 different lavenders, I guess, and it's really won me over. I really like this, whereas most lavender scented things I really don't like at all. All right, blue team is the Supermax, and the Eddison is the red team. So without further ado, we will get started. All right, so far so good. Let's check out the Eddison. All right, first pass, and it seems like it's going to be pretty close. The soap is doing awesome, as you would expect from Catie's Bubbles. All right, I'm going to finish up my shave. And at the end, of course, we'll go through and figure out who wins today's blade versus blade. All right, so I have to say that the Catie's Bubbles Royal Garden is definitely a hit with me. The scent is probably not something I want to shave with every day. It's very flowery, it's a very complex scent, and it's good. It's just, you know, maybe a little more feminine than I want most days. A little bit of a weeper there. So, very good. I can't wait to try some of his, Chris Cullen's, some of the other Catie's Bubbles French Plus soaps. And since this is my first time using this, it'll be interesting to see, how my whole post-shave feel is as well. See if I can notice a difference between the standard Catie's Bubbles and the new stuff with the jojoba. So very cool. The brush, of course, as always, is phenomenal. Corey Smithson, the proprietor and turner over at Hot Off the Lathe, does a phenomenal job. And these knots are awesome. I really love them. I'm going to be getting more of these brushes for sure. Not the same exact one, but you know what I mean. More of his brushes. Because they're just great. And I like a good 3-inch handle too. I like to be able to get a hold of it. So I really dig that. All right, now for the blades. Let's see which one won. Well, it turns out it wasn't quite as close as I thought it was going to be. Without a doubt, the Edison won head and shoulders above the Supermax Platinum for me. And of course, your mileage may vary, but for me, the Edison was much more comfortable. The Supermax was rough and pulled just the whole time. You know, it just felt like it was a serrated blade going across my face. So it was just not nearly as comfortable. The Edison, I wouldn't say it was completely smooth for me either, so it's kind of a middle of the road. It did much better after I got the initial 2-day growth out of the way. So, and I find the middle of the road blades kind of do that for me anyway. All right, well, there you have it. Another blade versus blade with Edison coming out on top of Supermax. To close out my shave, I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of witch hazel. Tone up that skin. And really, between the pre-shave that I did and the Catie's bubbles, here in a little bit when my face kind of calms down from that initial shave, I'll be able to tell that post-shave feel, and I'm sure I'll just be fine because both of them are awesome for your face. All right, I hope you guys have a great shave. Have a great night.